It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Detroit Lions. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. And again, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Watson. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll go down at the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb from 17 yards out. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Off play action. Here's Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 28 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. And you see the last drive, great chunk of yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 1st down, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right back to Njoku. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Again, it's Watson. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still 2nd down.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. Quickly fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a solid first half out of the workhorse Nick Chubb. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Khalif Raymond now. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Taken down at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing again is Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Goff now looks to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point try now for Patterson. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach said, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. Went pretty well.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy. 52 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Here's Goff. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 75 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Hello, partner. Marvin, our number one stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 6. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
The York on now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 6 coming up. Goff now to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down. From the red zone now, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That's complete to Laporta. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp.